Hey Dan, let's get right into Storm's second level. So once again, we have to deal with rising water levels and managing our air supply. First things first, let's deal with these piranha. And there should be a large, yeah, there it is, a large clam creature. Fires out those green blasts. So we're just gonna try to refill our air supply, and then, even if it's just getting hit by it, try to get it out of the way. And exploring over, so we have one valve there. There we go, we've got a whirlwind. And doorways off to the right. Pass through that barrier, there we go. More piranha, we're just gonna sort of sit at the top and blast away freely. Very good. Alright, so this is gonna be our one way up. We've got a valve there and a valve back over in this direction, so let's go up top, refill our air, and then we're just gonna go up and over to avoid that electric field, back down, pause in front of that one, good, don't get hit, and we can see some sea mines coming up this way. That's alright, blast those. Not going to open up that other oyster, because might be able to use the extra whirlwind. Instead, we'll open up that valve, get through these doors here. And so you can see him getting shot at by another one of those clams. This one is above the water. I'm not sure how that works exactly. But we're going to make our way through here, make sure all the doors are open. Very good. And we're actually going to go refill our oxygen supply before we open that last door and deal with that squid. Because in these levels, patience is definitely a virtue. Blast it open, drop a whirlwind, and fry that squid. There we go. Refill the air supply. And I am gonna go and get that, open up that oyster there. One down here. Another whirlwind. You can see it will drop 2 pearls, but you can only grab one of them anyways. So I'm going to open this one first and fight the clam. And there we go, that's why you want to get that second whirlwind. And just pausing here for a moment to refill that oxygen supply. Now this portion of the level, oh, that one is actually a trap. This portion of the level has 2 ways you can go. You can, blast this last one here, and either keep going left and then up, or go back the way you came. And you end up coming through there. Another sea mine about to come through. There we go. Let's blast that diver. Good. Another diver. Now you want to be careful with your lightning blast, because if you accidentally shoot, accidentally shoot a valve, it can open up before you're ready. Alright, so we're going to explore around a little bit. Alright. Looks like there's nothing else for us to do here. And so what I was saying is the paths do branch a bit, but this just ends up right where you were after fighting that clam there. Alright, so let's open up the valve on the far right here, far side of the screen. You can see you can swim up with the water and actually want to destroy both of these at the same time. Otherwise, I believe you sort of get stuck at the level of one of those laser beams. Alright. Squid in here I want to deal with. Good. Some sea mines. You'll just... Okay, we're running out of air in that direction. We're going to keep going up here, and there we are. So this is actually the boss. And the boss you fight in stages, depending on how high the water level is. Alright. So you can see the boss is made out of these little glass circles, these spheres that shoot out energy blasts, and the thing is you can destroy them, but only when they're sort of at their peak energy. So there you go. So when one starts charging up, you can drop down and... I definitely want to avoid these hits for a while because I need to replenish my oxygen. So this is one of the few times where the amount of damage that's being done to you is greater than your ability to breathe. So, alright, there we go. Fill up all of those. So I want to get these lower ones done first. There we go. So you can see you sort of have to wait for them to be sort of fully charged up. Good. Head back up, get more air. And patience. And careful planning are what's going to get you through this. Alright, so I'm going to actually have a little look over here. So I know there's some stuff down there I want to grab. But first I need a full set of lungs. It does not make it easy for you, especially with that one right there. Alright. So if I head down this way, you can see there's... Luckily for me, there is an air supply right there. So that's one of the things you're going to need to take advantage of. Very good. I'm actually going to blast that open, grab a pearl. Alright. And with a full oxygen supply, I'm going to head back. I'm not going to open up that valve yet, because there's one more space I want to explore. So, get a bit more air there. Head down. And I just want to see what's on the right-hand side of this. I might use my... There we are. Oops, there's a big electric blast there. Have to be very careful here. I'm getting very close to drowning, but if I do this just right, it should be okay. There we are. Can get a bit nerve-wracking. Now instead I'm going to go down here, because it's actually safer for me to grab oxygen right there. In fact, I can blast the valve ahead of time, and so you see there's that valve there, and then one more in the chamber with the big boss. Alright. And you don't want to blast that last one until you are ready with all the other ones. So blast that one, good. Avoid that sea mine. And shoot, took just too much damage there. Alright, so we're gonna go back down this way. Clear out this side if we haven't done that already. Nope. Definitely have not. Okay, and Alright, filling up on oxygen, and then opening up this valve. We're gonna go ahead and try to blast these ones here. We'll get that sea mine out of the way. Now, the timing is a bit tricky when to blast those glass spheres. You sort of have to hit them just as they're reaching their full energy charge. So we'll move over to this side and do the same thing again. Try to land a few lightning bolts at the correct time. There we go. And making sure to keep an eye on our oxygen supply. Do not want to run out like we did last time. Now, there we go. Alright, so that should be all the ones that I can reach now. So for these last ones, you kind of have to do it all in one go, although you could use the oxygen supply down here in a pinch, or in an emergency, but instead we're just going to try and do them all in one. So we're going to come up, which I think we'll catch our breath here. Alright, head down, hit this one, and then yep, we'll try to use the, there we go, and just gotta get this last one. There we go. And once it's destroyed, you no longer lose oxygen, so there you go. You have to destroy all, what is it, 12 of those? Well done, Storm. Alright, and you can see it immediately throws you into Cyclops, who has to face off against more Genosian magistrates. But we're going to go ahead and save that for the last video. So once you have cleared those 2 main stages for all of the heroes, you then have these final stages where each one has to pass through a final sort of gauntlet of enemies before the final confrontation with Arcade. Alright, well that's going to do it for this time, Dan. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, comments, something you want me to address, just let me know. Alright, I'll talk to you later.